folks, TJ here. A Speccy Next Kickstarter 2 update has updated, and it's March 28th that it dropped. Today's the 29th. Thought we would do what we've been doing for the last number of years, reading it together, chatting about it, and see if there's any new information. Maybe information about Kickstarter 3? No idea. I haven't read it yet. So let me turn off the lighting behind me. Let me focus in on the screen so you can kind of see what I'm seeing. This is from Henrique Alifers. I have a problem with some Alifers. There's a Spectrum Next magazine coming and Mortal Kombat. So that's the title of this one. Let me turn off said screen. Camera, lighting, and focus in on screen. There we go. Okay. So there's a Spectrum Next magazine coming and Mortal Kombat. March 28th, 2024. If you thought we are done with taking care of the Spectrum Next, think again. We are more active than ever with a lot brewing at the moment, including new games, networking platform for multiplayer. What the hell's going on here? Networking playing platform for multiplayer, a new website. Oh, that's cool. You won't see us slowing down anytime soon. This is just a start for the Spectrum Next journey with a lot more to come. And speaking of it, so right off the bat, there's some key words in here. What the heck's going on with the networking platform? That sounds interesting. So let's read on. Let me scroll down. Scroll. Last parcels and missing bits and bobs. While the campaign is over and 99% of the Next delivered, there are still some pending, mostly address changes, machines that return to us from postage. Oh, that always sucks. In fact, I've got a package that I ordered some stuff for my own game, some merch or whatever you want to call it, and it was delivered to somebody else. Bunch of idiots. Anyway, yeah, I thought I would get to make a video on everything that's going to come in my own physical edition game, but I got to wait to see what happens. See if I ever get this thing. Machines that return to us from postage or warranty requests to be sorted out. If you emailed us in the past few weeks and didn't yet get a response, don't worry. We are going to get things back on track and sort out your request this coming week in order to truly bring the campaign to a close. So there's still remnants of the Kickstarter 2 that are in limbo, it appears, and they're working on it. So that's cool. The next magazine is here. Now, I just made a video on this yesterday, and quite excited because I have a column, TJ's Corner, in this magazine. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you need to get the magazine to read it, but I'm pretty excited. I've written for magazines before, but outdoor magazines, because I'm in the fly fishing industry. So we had our own Tenkara magazine, and I had 3 articles and 3 different issues of the magazine that we did many years ago. So I'm no stranger to it, but this is the first techie, computer nerdy publication that I've written for, so I'm kind of excited. Hopefully you're excited to read what I have to say. Crash Magazine presents Next. I love the logo. It's a Next that's shifting with different colors, the colors of the spectrum, the ZXSpectrum, that is. Magazine, the world's only dedicated Sinclair ZXSpectrum Next magazine. And this is an image of the cover that Chris Wilkins teased not long ago, and then a secondary email said, okay, this is the tease, now you can subscribe. So I did a video on basically what they had up to that point and how to subscribe, and looks like things are going peachy. So cool. So that's the cover. So if you didn't watch my video and didn't know, there's a Speccy Next specific magazine that's now available in PDF, or I should say digital, or printed. I can't wait for my printed version to arrive. So anyway, and if you do read my column, give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought. Anyway, the team behind Crash has just landed a big surprise to us all, an exclusive Spectrum Next mag, bi-monthly, as in every 2 months, covering everything. That's always funny because some people confuse what bi-monthly means. Is it twice a month? Does it once every other month? People still get confused about those things. But anyway, it's every 2 months, just like the Crash magazine. covering everything that's going on in the ZXSpectrum Next world. That our loved computer is generating enough content and buzz to fill up an entire magazine speaks volumes on the health of our community. Having it actually happen as in a mag now exists is just mind-blowing. Did I focus in on the screen? I'm covering all bases. I want to make sure. You probably don't see the text too well, but you see the gist of shit. How do you get yours? Fret not. You can get your very own Next magazine here, and there's a big old link. I'm not going to click on it. Or in the link below, either solo or better yet, subscribing to it. Highly recommended. So, who the hell's calling me? I'm not chatting with anybody. Let me just make sure it's not something important. Hold on. No, that's crap. That's crap. Okay. So there's a link to fusionretrobooks.memberful.com. If you want to get both the Next and regular Crash Mags plus contribute to their making, there is a Patreon for that. So you can go to the Patreon site as well. But I think they're going to be converting Patreon folks over to this new methodology. At least that's what I kind of read from it, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so very cool. Celeste Classic on the Next. I played this game, and it's a meat-slapping, crazy-ass game that I really liked, and it was harder than nails, like every Speccy game. But you surely heard of Celeste. I hadn't before that. An amazing platformer on Steam, Switch consoles, you name it. Winner of several awards and graphics to droll at, made by good friends of mine who also worked on the excellent Towerfall. Celeste is a wonder game oozing with charm and wit. I call it meat slapping. So anyway, because I don't play Steam. I don't do any of that newfangled stuff. I just remember a little meat thing slapping its meat up on the wall and slapping it on another and working your way up to the top. Meat slapping. Which can mean many things in this day and age. And I'm sure some of you are slapping your meat right now. I don't know. You could be. I don't know what you do behind the camera. So anyway, Celeste Mountain. It goes on and tells it about this Pico 8 fantasy console game. So very cool. So this game is really nifty. I digged it. The hair was ooling in the wind and shit. It was pretty awesome. So it gives you the download link that you can go check it out. davidprogramma.itch.io or /Celeste. And there's a big link for a video on how to play this game. And click on it, enjoy it, watch it. Cool. We're not going to do that now. Another shout to Night Night. I would have to say, if you quartered me and said, what's your favorite Speccy Next game? It is at present Night Night. I do fairly well at it for me. I'm up to level 40-something. Although I use that's not a cheat. I used the continue option, and I got the 40-something. Until then, I only got up to 18-something. But I will persevere, and I'll play straight through these days. But anyway, yes, we covered Night Night in previous update, but now that the physical copies are shipping, I can't wait to get mine. I haven't got it yet. I'm in the U.S., and everything gets here slow. I've got mine, Henrique says. It's worth mentioning again as a reminder for those who missed on what is one of the best games for the Spectrum Next out there. So, great game. If you want to support, buy some at least buy some games once in a while in physical format. I'm sure it helps. I don't know if developers make more money on the physical release or the digital release. Digital release, they don't have to really create a physical, so there's less cost involved, but I don't know where they reap the most rewards. But bottom line is, there's people like me that like to get physical. I don't know how many physical games are out there on the Next. 30 physical ones? I don't know. I only own 8. And with this one coming, it will be, I think, 9. So anyway, it gives you a link to wearespectrumprogrammers.com. I had a problem with that the last time I read it. I was reading it, whereas programmers, but now I get it. I'm slow. You know that. Houston is back at it, fresh from their successful Kickstarter for the book 40 Best Machine Code Routines for the ZXSpectrum. Rob Houston, Andrew Houston, and team are back with a new campaign for a great addition to your library. So it looks like they have a book, Houston's Helpline for the ZXSpectrum, ZX80, and ZX81. A big old cover here. Move fast and check out the campaign to grab yours. And there's a big Kickstarter link down here to check out. I need to check that out. A Speccy newsletter for all. What's this about? Keen on receiving news on all things Speccy once a month? You could do worse than subscribing to on the ZXSpectrum newsletter, which is its first installment, includes an interview with Lyndon Sharp and Phoebus Dokos, plus a review of the next version of The Way of the Exploding Fist. Cool. So check it out. There's a link here on the spectrum.eo.page/on the spectrum. I had no idea about this. I'll have to check that one out. Captain Squarejaw development. I've been seeing some of the videos in the Speccy Next Facebook group about this, and it looks like a very polished Speccy Next game. In full dev swing, Captain Squarejaw's development is progressing at a pace approaching completion on the ZXSpectrum Next. The game features some 50-ish levels, great graphics, a Metrovania design, and mummies. I mean, how can you go wrong with mummies? You can't. Everybody loves the mummies. What not to like? For now, ask or bask in its glorious graphics in a video below. So here's a video link. I'm not going to click on it. That's for you to click on. Otherwise, this video would be 10 hours long. So cool. A Mortal Kombat demo in BASIC. That is the next basic. That the next basic is powerful and incredible is no news. It's likely the best basic out there for any 8-bit computer or any computer, period. And it shows a picture, but did you know that it's so good that you can run Mortal Kombat? Well, it can, and it does. Check out the demo here and learn a bunch about Next Basic while you peruse its listing. And this is at retrobeachman.itch.io/mkdemo hyphen minus sign Next Basic. So this link's in here, and it's a video. So very cool. I know that Retro Beach Man. I have him as a friend on Facebook. So very cool. And that's it for now. Okay, more in the next update coming soonish. Is that kind of like the sheepish game I just played? You put ish on the end of everything. TJ-ish. Next-ish. Mom-ish. There you go. I don't know if that made any sense, but awesome. So no news on Speccy Next Kickstarter 3. I think we're just going to have to be patient for that. I sense it will come, but man, I think maybe they'll need to ask, how many more of you will buy Speccy Next as is, the exact same models last time, or will they need to do some little tweak like a color option, red, clear? I keep going back to clear. They said, no, we can't do clear, but I want a clear one, damn it. White looks cool, but I would go for clear. That would probably entice me to buy a third one. Anyway, that's it for the Speccy Next Kickstarter 2 update. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Next one that comes up, we'll do the same thing and continue on for as long as they have updates. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.